Ladies and gentlemen, you know, um, I had a couple of glasses of wine before I am doing this video, so if I seem a little goofy at times, you'll know why. So, Clarence Thomas is back in the news because he's been doing something illegal. He's been doing something illegal, y'all. Can you imagine that a Supreme Court justice involved in some illegal activity? Well, from their world, he's Clarence, but we know from the hood, he's Clarence. Okay, let me get into it. All right, so now let's see what he did. Let's check out what he did. So, Clarence Thomas, ladies and gentlemen, have been illegally accepting luxurious gifts and private jet trips and traveling the world. And he's been doing this for decades. And as a Supreme Court justice, he's not supposed to be accepting that kind of stuff. And he's been accepting it almost the whole time he's been sitting there. Uh. And we already know about the activities of his wife, Jenny, right? I'm telling you, you get a set of pig ears and put on that woman, all you got to do is push her in front of a camera. She goes, That's all, folks." Okay, so a bombshell ProPublica report revealed Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas has been treated to years and years of luxury vacations by billionaire Republican donors. Harlan Crow. Harlan Crow. Oh, I guess there's what way to corrupt the system than to pay off a Supreme Court justice and just shower him in lavish gifts. Y'all ever notice how Clarence Thomas and his wife are probably the ugliest interracial couple you ever seen? Ugly interracial couple. So anyway, let's get back to this. So the multimedia interactive essay survey, they said three attention grabbing claims. So he goes on cruises in far-flung locales on this billionaire's yacht. Harlan Crow on his yacht. Then he flies on Harlan Crow's private jet and keeps company with Crows and his friends, when they're going off to private resorts. Man, it must be nice, y'all, to have all them unearned advantages and you just get to do all that stuff, right? Unearned advantages. Don't leave home without it. So, according to ethics law expert, Thomas' failure to include any trips on his financial disclosures appeared to violate a law requiring justices, judges, members of Congress, and federal officials to disclose most gifts. So, not only has Clarence Thomas been getting these luxurious gifts, he has not been reporting it on his financial statements. Imagine that, a Supreme Court justice breaking the law, y'all. But he got the nerve to look down on our community. He got a lot of nerve, don't he? The essence of the reporting is revealed early in the damning piece. For more than 2 decades, Thomas has accepted luxury trips virtually every year from Dallas businessmen without disclosing them. Documents and interview shows a public servant he got a salary. Now, on the Supreme Court, he makes $285,000 a year as a Supreme Court justice. He has went on vacations on this billionaire yacht He has like a super yacht, and he's gone around the globe on this super yacht. He files on Crow's, his private jet, and he has gone with Crow to Bohemian Grove. Y'all know what Bohemian Grove is, right? That's where all the elite go, and as a place they go and act like a bunch of perverts, and then they come home. Oh, I hope most of you know what Bohemian Grove is. So the exclusive California all male retreat, or you got to be very rich. You got to be part of the elite to even be able to go there. So all male, and to Crow sprawling ranch in East Texas. Thomas typically spends about every week in the summer at Crow's private resort. All right, y'all. But you know what? I find it hard to believe that he's the only one that's doing this. I bet you there's other justices that have done the same thing, you know? So we know Clarence Thomas is one of the most conservative judges on the Supreme Court. He was appointed by George Herbert Walker Bush in the 90s, and he has been controversial for some time. And recently, over his wife's Jenny Thomas activities, where, she had some involvement with January 6th. And y'all remember she was also part of that tea party that mysteriously started when Obama came in office. The racism all out in plain view. But one thing about Clarence Thomas, he don't mind that Jenny wears a Klan hood too. Maybe that turns him on. I don't know. Maybe it does. ProPublica details the specific benefits that Thomas has received from the Dallas billionaire donor, then quickly pivots to why exactly it is ethically questionable, and quoting legal ethics experts. So, yeah, I mean, look, that would be a breach even if he was on a regular job where you were doing a particular group or a political person favors, and they're paying you under the table. You're not supposed to be doing those kind of activities, but America's so corrupt. You can best believe you'll see damn near anything in this society. It is what it is, right? So, you know, they're saying that Crow, who is the billionaire, provided a statement to ProPublica, which he said that he and his wife have never discussed a pending or lower court case with Thomas. Yeah, but who's going to really know that? It seems like he has a lot of exposure around Clarence Thomas. I mean, do you really think this billionaire is going to tell you what their conversations are? Come on. I'm sure they have discussed court cases and everything else, but he's not going to tell you. We have never sought to influence Justice Thomas on any legal or political issue, he said. This is only a top line summary of the findings in this potentially bombshell report that includes fascinating details and photos. They said they got photos of him, on this private jet, on this super yacht, on Bohemian Grove. They just got pictures of Clarence everywhere. So what do you think should happen? Should he remain on the Supreme Court? I think just over his wife's activity, he really should have stepped down. So, so the report, it provides details, photos, and provides a window into the lifestyle of the super wealthy and influential. Well, Clarence know all about that because he's indulging in that too. But what do y'all think? It's not like we favor Clarence Thomas. The people that look like George Herbert Walker Bush, they're the ones that favor Clarence Thomas. Except for last year, when y'all remember when they were all over the internet talking about assassinate him and all that stuff. Y'all remember that, right? I guess, you can fall in and out of favor with these folks. That's why it's not best to mingle with them at all. But y'all, please tell me what you think. You see y'all, that's why when I'm like this, you think I'm bad when I'm not. when I didn't have anything, man, it gets brutal when I do. But please tell me what you think about this whole situation with Clarence Thomas and his luxury life that he's living on the side. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.